and welcome along. And today we are back on Oakfield Farm. And we're going to be doing some ploughing. And we're going to use the Case 300 Case IH Optimum CVX 300. So this is our most powerful tractor on the farm. And attached to the back of it, we have this nice big Lemken plough. This is the Diamante 12. It is, I'm just trying to think actually, how big this plough is. So this is a 4.9 meter, so just under 5 meter plough, which is quite cool. It should help us get this field done fairly quickly. So I'm going to jump into the tractor. Close the door. We're going to be using GPS for this, so I'm going to bring that up. I want to unfold my plough so I can get it in position right. And we need to turn it as well because we want to have the wheels into the field, which is the way it should be. And then we want to try and get as straight down the side of the field here as we can. So I think we're not too far off it as we are, but we do need to get the auto width done. Yeah, that is not right. Oh, let's start the engine. There we go. Right, let's just pull the plough into position. So get it straight out the back of the tractor. There we go. I'll keep it there and get lined up on this edge here. Right, there we go. That's perfect. Right, so auto width at this point. Let's have a new. There we go. Great. So next we will move it across, so we're covering the edge of the field. We're going to miss a little bit there, but I'm not too worried about that. Set us up. Drop the plough. And away we go. So this will increase the yield of our crop by about 10%, which doesn't sound like an awful lot, but when you add it on to 3 stages of fertilization, of which we've already done the first, and on top of that, you're talking about 150% increase in the yield of our crops, which, as we're using seasons and as we only have a small spell under which to get crops in, is quite important. You know, we are in a position where we're only going to get crops for a short period, and we're going to be working for a long while to get them to that position. So to make lots of money and to survive the year, we need to do that. What I need to do is, we haven't got the automatic offset reversal on, which we need, so our blue line turns the other side. We'll line our tractor back up. We'll get the plough in position and reverse so that we have. Let's just break out of the GPS for a moment. There we go. Right, back onto it, forward, and drop the plough, and away we go. Yeah, I do love GPS. GPS is a fantastic way, especially when doing field work like this. It's just an amazing way to make sure that you cover pretty much everything on the field. And if you can get it set up right, it's absolutely fantastic. I don't like using it though, as I said last episode. I don't like using GPS though if it's a tractor of such an age where it would be very unlikely for it to have it. So yeah, a modern tractor like this, absolutely you would expect it to have GPS. Sounding like the T-dubs? No. No chance. Not a technology I'd ever expect to see in a T-dub. This tractor sounds awesome. I really love the work that's been done on this mod. And the detail. I mean, this is by the same people, I think, who did the Massey we've got on this map as well. And the options and the setup and the sounds and everything on it are just absolutely beautiful. And it just feels, it adds to the immersion of the game. I mean, you know, the fact that I can access the door from the inside and the out. I'm actually looking at the script of that and going, I need to get that script onto the T7 and possibly the class as well, so that I can open the doors of those from the outside as well. Because it just adds, it's a small thing, but it really helps the immersion of the game. To be able to get in and out of the tractor properly. And it's one of those things I was saying in the live stream a couple of days ago, that it's one of those things I would love to see in FS19. Why we don't have IC control as standard in Farm Sim, I don't understand. It's just one of those things that kind of, you go, must be a no-brainer, must be. Everybody would love to have IC control. So it is one of the things I hope to see in FS19. But it is just little things like that, you know. I'm not necessarily looking for something huge from 19. Just some of those things that have been around for a while, that modders have been making full use of for years. Be nice to just have included in the next version of the game. Where did that start? Okay, not too bad. We are going to have to go and do the headlands at the end, but then that's a given. And this is doing this nicely. This tractor works well with this plough, and this plough is a bit bigger than you might see on the map. Although actually it doesn't seem that out of place on this field. But yeah, it's probably a little bit bigger, and but that is just because I want to be able to do ploughing as one of the things in this Let's Play. And if I had a 2.5 meter plough rather than a 5 meter plough, it's going to take twice as long, and we're not going to be able to do it as an episode. So, you know, that's why we have a plough of this size on here. We'll see how far we get. I'm not necessarily expecting to make it all the way across the field. We shall see. It might be a big ask, that, I think. But we are making good progress. There's also the thing of, if you think about the size of the equipment we have here, this is actually not that not that much smaller than a lot of other equipment. I mean, a lot of our other equipment is 6 meter equipment, so this is only a meter shorter than that. And is it going to have, are we going to have a problem getting through fields and getting stuff done because of the width of our equipment? I know our big seeder is a 9 meter seeder, but certainly our sugar beet, come maize stroke corn seeder, that isn't. That is a 6 meter seeder. So this episode is going to be a good indication of how long it will take us to, or whether we'll be able to get those completely done in an episode as well. I could time lapse, but I don't overly like time lapsing stuff. I think I'd much rather sit here and talk to you guys as oh, no, I managed to hit the wrong button. I'd much rather talk to you guys while I'm doing this job. Really? There we go. I think that makes for something far more interesting. While we're doing the work on the farm, we'll talk about various bits and pieces, like this tractor and like the tractors I have on the farm. And the 4 tractors I've selected All selected because they have IEC control. Selected because it's a nice range of tractors as well. And the three are three big ones. So the ones other than the class. So the New Hollands, the Case that we're in now, and the Massey. All chosen because while they're very sort of standard-ish tractors in game, they are variations of them that have been done really well. So we've got the T7 blue power. We've got the this Case is a black power. Is sort of, you know, it's black paint scheme, and the Massey's paint scheme I love. The black cab on that is absolutely gorgeous, which reflects the tractor itself, because that is an amazing mod. But it's the same people who did this one, and both of them are essentially the same level of detail and level of options, and it just is making for a couple of really, really nice tractors. I'm loving the modelling in this cab. The attention to detail is gorgeous, and looking at all the different places. I mean, oh wow! Turn on the interior lights. That's pretty cool. And I can remove... Oh, what does that... Oh, that removes the mudguard. You know, there's all these options. Oh, wide mudguards. So many options. Wow. It's just... it's crazy number of options on this tractor. Really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. I think I'm gonna have to explore it a bit more. I think there's a mod review in these two tractors. I know I think they've both been out for a little while, but I fancy just exploring what they can do a little bit, and just seeing what, from a mod point of view, the detail is. There we go. We are making good headway into the field. As I said, I don't expect to fully finish ploughing this episode. I expect to get a good way. I expect to be at least halfway through the field. If I'm not that far, I'll be a bit disappointed in it. Or disappointed in our progress. Just sort of, yeah, can't recommend this tractor enough. Absolutely gorgeous. So it's 8 degrees outside at the moment, 4 degrees in the ground. We're on the 2nd day of spring out of 6. We're doing 6-day seasons. We are going to look to be planting probably around day 4. I need to have a look at sort of the guide for that. We actually could do with a 3rd field, so I might get hold of a 3rd field. I wonder if it's easier to turn the plough after I've got myself into position. Yeah, now I want to turn the plough. Otherwise it's getting too close to where I am. There we go. I don't mind missing tufts of straw. You do get that. But yeah, I don't want to miss vast swathes of it. This is pretty good. This is running pretty much how I'd expect it to. And rather nicely. And we're sort of motoring through the 2nd day of spring. We should have all the ploughing done by the end of day 3. And then we'll get the seeders on. Well, the 9-metre seeder should make short work of this field, I think. We will probably put wheat in, I think. We need wheat. We need wheat. we need corn, and we need soybeans, or actually canola is what we're going to do, and we need sugar beet or potatoes, and we're doing sugar beet. So we actually need 4 fields. We only have 2 at the moment, so I need to identify a couple of others, either ones that we own and we can change, so such as a couple of grass fields that we can use, that we can plough up, or a couple to buy, because the field prices are quite reasonable. We'd have to borrow a bit of money to do it, but the field prices are certainly reasonable enough to do that. Oh, I had my wheel turned. There we go. And round comes the plough. Oh, yeah, that was good. I thought that swung out. I thought that had gone massively wide then. Nope, it's running fine. All good. We're getting into the full length of the field now. But I'm impressed. This tractor does handle this plough very well. It definitely would not if we were running MR. MR would have a big impact on this. We wouldn't have this plough on this map if we were running MR. We wouldn't be able to. Or we would have to be running a piece of machinery absolutely massive. Yeah. Next episode, I think we're going to do some work with the animals. As you probably see in the top left, the pigs need cleaning out, need sorting, and the cows need feeding. So we do have a load of work to do with the animals. So we're going to get that done next time. Get the animals fed. Then after that, I'm not quite sure yet. We may start looking at maybe doing, because we might be on sort of day 4 by that point. So we may look at doing some planting, or we might not. I'll see how I am. Planting may come after the next live stream. There's plenty to do here, though. Plenty that we can be getting on with. I'm enjoying immensely. But yes, next time we'll be doing some animal work, because we need to look after our animals. Because they deserve to be looked after, so, yeah. Ah, that's... I love the whine of the engine in this. You can tell it's working, and it sounds very, very authentic, this tractor. Very, very authentic. Can't. Yeah, it gets into it really quite nicely. Right, we want to turn the plough because we're turning that way. Ah, I don't want to turn the plough. I keep forgetting that. Better for me not to turn the plough at this end and to turn the plough at the other end. There we go. Good amount of headland. Going down. What a gorgeous day. Anyway, we'll go out to the cab a little bit. Just so we can see that this lovely, lovely beast at work. That just works so well. Gorgeous looking tractor in black. I think I definitely prefer the black to the red. It just looks so much cooler. But yeah, worked really well. We got the safety weight on the front because there wasn't really any other weights I particularly liked. And then yeah, this massive. How many furrows has this got? That's a 9 furrow plough, 4 and 5. Yes, it's a 9 furrow plough, so it really is a monster, this plough. Only ever had 5 furrow ploughs on my dad's farm. Mind you, we also had a TW35, and that was our big tractor. So yeah, I'm not surprised we only had a 5 furrow plough when you only have what, 180 horsepower. Whereas we're dealing with 300 here. This tractor actually, going by the horsepowers that were in the shop, this tractor is actually very overpowered. But I wanted a nice big tractor. I think we actually need the horsepower for this for a couple of other pieces of equipment we have that would overpower either the Massey or the T7. The T7's our least, is our lower powered tractor other than the class. It's only a 210, so it's got 210 horsepower. The Massey, I believe, has 250, 260-ish horsepower. And then, of course, this is our big one at 300. So they're all spread between 200 and 300 horsepower. And our little class that has about 140, I think, maybe even as low as 120. It's not an overly powerful tractor, the class, but we don't need an overly powerful tractor for the job that does. Yeah, this is mainly our yard stroke animal tractor. That'd be useful for a couple of things. It can windrow and bits like that, but in general, it's going to hang about the yards and help the JCB out there. And I'm flitting those two between between the pigs and the cows and sheep. It's always, yeah, I'm always driving one back or forth because it's needed in the other place. Turn it. Yeah, I said we're probably only going to get about halfway through it. Looks like that's going to be the case. But that is a beautiful piece of ploughing, I think. In a beautiful setting. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh wow, the mirrors turn. Just want to sort of explore. Console goes back and forth. Internal lights. There's so much in this tractor. It really is. Even the seat. I wonder if that has a passenger script. As a result. It does. Or you can at least have a passenger in the tractor. That's pretty cool. That is very cool. I love that. Oh. VF explores the case while ploughing. Right. So yeah, now we've reached this corner. What I'll start doing is not turning the plough until after I've manoeuvred into position. Now that is the trouble. Yeah. As long as it's still within the headland space, that's fine. Yeah, pigs need a clean absolutely now. So we will end this day by doing that. That will complete them. So we'll do that next time. The health is good at the moment, so I'm not too worried about that. We need to keep an eye on the health of all of our animals because we don't want to lose any. Because that is the other thing with seasons, of course, you can have animals die as well as be born. And that does not help us at all. We've gone up to 9 degrees. What's our forecast? So we're looking at... Yeah, we're looking at cloudy tomorrow, rain on Thursday, sun on Friday and Saturday. So we want to be doing... Oh yeah, and as we go into summer... Yeah, so we want to be doing our first round of grass cutting come in the last 2 days, days 5 and 6 is when we want to be doing that. Because if we don't do that, that is going to give us all sorts of problems. We're going to end up with wet grass, or or loose grass, loose windrows, things like that. We're doing purely bales on here. We're not looking to do any forage harvesting at all for now. Certainly, we don't. At the moment, we definitely don't have the fields to do that. But these fields are large. They are very large. Looking at this. Yeah. We've got 9, 10, 13, 39 and 50, but they're both placeable areas, and 34. I'm looking at 42 as an option. 32 as an option. 35 definitely is an option. Although it's a bit far away. 18 and 17 are both grass fields. 3 actually is not a bad choice. So yeah, there are options. There are possibilities. Oh. There we go. Bring up the basic panel so that I can just make sure that I am actually... Oh, I have actually got GPS activated. I can tell from the sounds, but yeah, it's about right. Right, so it's being able to have that visual cue as well. I think we're probably getting about 2 more rows on this. Great, and then I will get the rest finished either in the live stream on Sunday, or I might finish this off camera and we will do the field 34 in the live stream on Sunday. Might be good. And this is yeah. We're making good progress on here. It won't take very long to get this finished. Turn it as we're turning. Yeah, makes more sense because then it gets into the right position. So the time it's turning is the time we want to be turning ourselves. Right, so we pretty much have reached the end of today's episode. We're about 30 minutes in, and yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will continue to get this field finished, though. In the meantime, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.